Boom. We are now synced up. Now if I click the top one, hold shift, click the bottom one, right click, group, create new. There we go. Now when I move these will all move together at this exact point, and I've now got them in a group. Trust me, before I found that out, my life was a misery trying to do these things. And I always like to leave a big gap here, as you can see, before I start talking, just so I can do what I'm about to do here, and that is split that, delete everything before it, and I can create my fade in, which I like to be when the actual episode starts. I normally like it to be about 2 seconds, though I believe I've cut this one a bit short, so I'm going to have to just do it at 1 second. Is that me talking? Yep. Okay, I don't need me saying that, that's just me saying yep, because as I said, this wasn't a start of an actual episode, I just cut it for a short amount of time. So what I am actually going to do is, if I quickly remove my voice from the group, I can push that forwards, and create a little fade there, but there's no sound, so it doesn't matter. And then if I grab them and regroup them up again, that's fine, right. So now I can bring this up to... Is 2 seconds going to be too much? Yeah, it is. So if I bring this just to a second, this one's just going to have to be a second, because I didn't leave enough time this time. Right. So that's all together. And what I want to do is, just like after the previously bit, once this ends, I don't want it to be a big gap again, because you've just got hyped up from the entrance, and now I want you to bring you into the program straight away. And I don't want it to be a massive gap. So as we can see up here, we've got 21 seconds and 29 frames. So we want it to start at 22 seconds and 29 frames. So there we go. That's that there. Now that little marker's there. Let's grab the playthrough, bring it down to match on there. So now as we end this bit here, all that stuff was fine. Good. There we go. That's fine. So now we've got the entire episode here. And as I said before, when the audio is at different lengths, it can be for 2 reasons. And the first reason, as I mentioned, was because you can't start them at the exact same time. The second reason is, for some reason, as I have absolutely no idea why at all, is that sometimes I think maybe when you export the sound file from Audacity, it sometimes gets squashed just a slight bit, and 10-20 minutes into it, you tend to find the audio and the picture are out of sync again, even though they are synced at the start. I have no idea why that happens, so what I do is every now and then I just make a little cut in the audio and kind of drag it across a bit. I have no idea why this happens, but look, see, if I go back to the end, they're still not totally in sync, so I don't know why that is. It just is. So what I do quickly need to do though is, yeah, that's fine, right. And now we've got the episode. So now what I'd normally do here is, at this point, I would basically watch through the episode and see what's going on. So let's just see what happens here. Look, all that stuff was fine. Good. Oh, let's wait for it to finish rendering itself. There we go. It's good. All the stuff was fine. The recording was just doing handy dandy. So let's go find that bed that I slept on. Hello. Right. So what's the time? How long do we need to sleep for? So there we go. This is episode 40 right now. This is what you're seeing right now on the screen is episode 40. All that stuff before was just the intro. So what I do now is I watch through episode 40. I don't just upload them without watching them. I watch through episode 40 up until roughly where this 20-minute mark where I've left the to be continued is. And I just watch through to make sure everything is okay. The audio doesn't sync out of place. And I haven't done any points like I can see here. You see here there is a big gap in the... in my voice. And normally what I'm going to do is when I finish this, I will watch it through just to make sure everything's fine, but for the sake of this, I'm not going to watch through all of this, which is episode 40, because it's pretty long. But what I'm going to do here is make sure, or at this point here, everything is still in sync, because here, as you can see where there's no voice, this is a point in time where I must have said, okay, I'll cut this out for you, and as I play it, you'll probably see that. Who knows? Alright, let's go talk to Ignis, or whatever his name was, and I'm not going to fast travel this time because that means I have to walk all the way through that stuff. So I'm just going to trot my sweet merry way down there, and because it is so boring walking all the way down there, I'm going to cut it out and I'll be back to you guys when I'm down there with him, because let's face it, trotting all the way down there is going to be boring and nobody wants to watch that again. So I'll be back with you guys in one moment. So there we go. So then what I need to do there is I need to cut it there and I need to bring it back at that point, which is pretty simple. It's just literally a simple case of cut and then move. But before I do that, I just want to make sure see if there's a point where I'm talking or interacting with something. Here we go, it's a bit where I'm interacting. I just want to make sure that everything is still in sync with each other, because as I say, sometimes, and I believe this file was one case where that happened, that it went out of sync. It's not happening to me recently, but I believe this file was one of the files where it has. Let's just make sure everything's still synced up. Anyway, let's try this again. Reflector control panel, activate, boom. Was that it? Is it actually going to do anything? Oh, 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 we have action. Why do I get the feeling I'm about to be fried? Yep, everything seems to be intact there. Everything seems to be working. It seems to be right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the cut here where I said I would. Let's have a look. One moment. Alright, split that there. And actually, I believe something happens along here. Let's have a look. Let's get back down to thingy. It's amazing how I talk to myself sometimes. It really is. Shit over. Alright, maybe there's a reason why I cut these bits out. Oh yeah, I started the recording early because sometimes something happens, so I like to start the recording early again. So let's get rid of that. Delete all this stuff in the middle, which I do not need. What was I going to delete? Oh, yeah, it was just slow. And let's bring this back here. So there you go. That was like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes worth of stuff that you guys did not need to see because it was just me walking, where absolutely nothing happened at all. Let's see what happens here. What's up? Alright, I don't need my little giggle at the start, but let's bring that to there. And that should be just dandy there. I don't think I need to do any fade in, fade outs or anything like that. Let's just have a look. In one moment. What's up, guys? I'm back, and there we go. Yep, see, so there we go. That's about 5 minutes of just me walking, which you guys didn't need to see, and would have just been wasting your time with me coming up with random stuff to say, where I could have just skipped it and got me to here. So there we go. That's me talking. Let's make sure this is still in sync. We've got some words to be having.
Hello. What can I help you with?
What can't you help me with? See, now there, I started talking a lot sooner than he did. At this point, I believe my audio has done what I said, and it's beginning to sort of desync itself. And as you can tell, look, there's a lot of points here where I've started talking while he's talking. So let's just have a look, see how this sounds in total.
Hello. What can I help you with?
What can't you help me with? I've diverted power to the grid.
I saw that on the monitors here. Useful.
Come on then, what have you given me? Big book of science. Oh, cheers, dude. And 3 stim packs. That's also awesome. And doctor's bags. And fame.
Trying to make sure the dangers of this plant are minimized.
Fair dues. See you later, dude.
Good.
Although it has to this guy. See what he has to say.
Yo.
Oh, good. He said yo. I don't want to talk to him anymore. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. And let's carry on with our main quest. Yeah, so there's that. I think I do need to bump that along just a little bit though there, because that looks like it's really out of sync. So if I just a little, oh god, I forgot it was all connected still. So anyway, so yeah, so what I need to do here is just quickly, if I ungroup the middle one, just the middle one, remove from, and click on it to make sure it's on its own, and just shuffle it along just a little bit, just about there looks about right. See how that looks. Words to be having.
Hello. What can I help you with?
What can't you help me with? I've diverted power to the grid.
I saw...
That seems to fit perfectly, because also while I'm talking, sometimes you can hear the clicking of my pad in the background, and that fit perfectly with as that speech started. So that looks right. So if I group all these lot together again, yeah, create new, perfect. So now as you can see, there is a tiny little gap there, but that's where sometimes, I don't know why it is, sometimes the audio just, I think, compresses a little bit more than the video file. I don't know why. Let's have a look here. It looks like I may have to do it once or twice more, but then I may have stopped the audio before I stopped the video, so possibly not. So let's have a look. Go along a bit here. We only got to 20 minutes long, so see if there's anything happening around here that I can look at.
Oh my.
There you are, Viper Leader. Oh, this is going to be a bad day for you, Sunshine. Really? Come on, Gribble. There we go. My minions are much better than I am. I'm not even going to lie. As you can see, still getting outshone by Boone and that lot, yeah. And as I'd say, normally I'd watch through this entire thing, but to save you guys a lot more time, even though this video seems like it's already been over an hour long. Jesus, I don't know how I'm going to upload this. I might have to do it in 2 parts. But, Yeah, so normally I'd watch this whole thing through, but to save you guys the stress and the hassle of just watching this entire thing through, I'm going to skip through it, and I'll probably watch through it at a later date. But what I need to do now I need to find my endpoint. I like these to be about 20 minutes long, so let's find a point here. And right now I'm on the road, which is a perfect time to end it, because all I need to find is just the right thing where I say something, and I can find an endpoint there. So let's have a look, see what I say around about this time here. Let's just watch a bit. Make sure my sound is going fine. Yes, it is. Maybe it was just a one-off fluke, it all messing up before. But anyway, let's get on the road. See, now right there, that's a perfect point to end. I just said, let's get on the road. So that's a perfect point to end it at. Because I was going to say, let's go on the road, stop it, and then just let the video fade out. But let's just see if there's anything else after that. But that should be a perfect point right there, to be honest. Whew. It's baking. It feels like the Mojave Desert in my room right now. Which, incidentally, it does right now. And there's a little reminder. It comes up to be continued to let me know. The Hoover Dam. Oh, we've got more stuff going down here. Yep, I like it where it was before. This bit here. Whew. Look, it all messing up before. But anyway, let's get on the road. Right, let's cut that there. Right, that's perfect. I like that. So now, let's put this here. And if you hadn't noticed, this is 3 seconds long. You can see, look, 57. 20. So that's 3 seconds long, that thing. So I kind of use this as a marker. So if I split this, whoop, click on it. Let's split this here. Let's move this video along because I need to save that for later, but not right now. So what I want to do is I want to click on this one. I want to remove the sound, just my voice sound, and let's bring that fade up a little bit just so it doesn't end on a dead end, just in case there's any background noise. And what I want to do is I want to bring both of these to there, 3 seconds in. And now I'm going to take the top one, drag that down to there. As you can see now, it's a 3 second fade, and now I'm going to click on that, clear it. So now none of these are grouped together. Move the continue over to the end, and then bring this one over one last time. Drag that back there, and there we go. Now we've got the last second. Now what I like to do is while the be continued there, I like to still there be sound in the background to know it's going to continue. And now that ends up like this, gone from a dead end to this. Let's get on the road. And there we go. That's that. That is the end of episode. There we go. We have one episode there. That is episode part 40. Now, as I said, I'm going to, once I've finished recording with Fraps, I'm going to watch through this just to make sure everything's fine in it, because I don't want to upload something I haven't actually watched through myself. So what I'm going to do is, as I say, keep saving, and under my new one, Fallout Part 1, or Fallout 1, save. And then what I also do is I do project, and I do save as, click back, and now I make this one part 40. So now this, what we see here right now, is part 40. So we have this saved as Fallout Workshop, the workshop that I'm going to work on. And when I make part 41, I'm going to do the exact same process, finding all the intro bits in there, and then dragging this one along, and then bringing that into a new episode. But this bit here that we're playing with right now is part 40, because I've just saved it as something different. So now we have two files which are identical. So now I can delete all this, because we're not in Fallout Workshop anymore, we're in part 40, so that is not needed. Drag this along to here. So there we go. There is our episode. That's what we've got here. And the last thing I need to do now is I just need to come up with a title. So let's move into here. Click on this little film reel there. Fallout New Vegas. Oh, wrong one. Don't need that. I need to click on the bottom one. So here we go. So this is part 40. So let's delete that. Episode 40. Look at that. Jesus God, this playthroughs. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. Right, so let's get rid of that, which is part 20. That was 20 episodes ago I started using this. Whew. So right, what we're going to call it. What happened in this episode? And that's the problem of having me not watched through it. I haven't actually seen what's happening in the episodes. So let's have a look through. What do we have going on? Oh, I thought we were about to get attacked. Orange juice. Ow! Ow! My way people. Ah, sunlight. That's what we like to see. Scooby-Doo-Bop. Tired my body. Oh, what, you telling me I have to go in? That's annoying. I have to go. There's not actually. No. Steaming. I would think let's make a little gate I could walk through. If you put together all those sound clips I just listened to, it kind of sounds funny. Steaming gate I can walk through. Wow. But anyway, yeah. So I get the tower sorted. So let's get to that bit. And people, to a certain extent, this is my favourite. As I said in the video, get out as if it's your point. And I thought that not enough leaders. One man. Oh the hell. This word just trouble. But oh, there's professional of me. I'm very sorry. Although I think I may die by the Control panel, activate, boom. And why do I get the feeling I'm about to be fried? Look at Boone, he's just like, yeah, that's cool. I just watch this stuff. Right, so I get the terminal activated. And it's sun and stuff like that, and it's light and bloody. Let's see what happens after. Because let's face it, trotting all the way down there. Oh well.
That's what they want. Hopefully they're curious.
Getting liked by everyone. Although it has occurred to me that these guys might be trying to divert the NCR away from this place, so they could use the weapon for their own. I came here. Got some F guy from me. Does she have anything to say? Oh, snatching your man of repetition. Music in this game. My minions are. Oh no, he can just stay. Can I go in here? Let's go and have a look around. Empty. What? That's pretty. I'm pretty certain I didn't give them to you. So it looks like the basics of this episode of what I've done is I've gone through, I've got some sleep, I've activated their sunlight tower, went back, completed my quest by talking to them, and then I've set on the road again to head on to Boulder City. So basically I want the title to incorporate something to do with what happened throughout this playthrough. So let's have a think. This is the bit that normally takes the long out of all of this bit can take me forever. Just trying to think of what to call the thing. And I think I've accidentally deleted a bit. That was silly of me. Right, so what should we call it? Episode 40. So I get the lights up on Helios. Yes. See, this bit takes forever trying to come up with a name. It takes a very, very long time. Because sometimes the name can be the make or break of the episode. If this is the first time someone's seen it, it come up in like related videos or something like that. And they just see generic Fallout playthrough number 2,500. Then they're not always going to click on it. But if there's quite sometimes an appealing name, I know I've clicked on videos just because of what they've been called. So, and quite often that's what's going to come up in the search as well. So let's have a look. What could I call it? I think I want to call it something to do with this bright light that happened. I want to call it something to do with this, I think. Because in the desert, not really much happens. Not yet, anyway. And not yet, says something does happen, but nothing yet has happened, and chatting to these guys is not really that thing. So basically it's something to do with being the end of Helios, the fact that I finished my Helios quest, not the end of Helios, but I finished my Helios quest, and to do with this bright light. So what to call it? Helios, bright something. The word bright's come into my head for some reason. Power to the that's a good one. Power to the people. I generated the power to the people. Power to the people. I like that. I generated the power to everyone. It wasn't just the NCR. I generated power to the people. I generated to everyone. Like I distributed it evenly to everyone. So let's get the placement, and I want to line that back up because obviously, as I say, every title is longer or shorter than the other one. So there we go, power to the people, and that's perfect. So there we go, that's sorted. Let's give this another save, and there we are. That is it. That is part 40. That's episode part 40. Power to the people. Yeah, that's done. I don't know how long this has taken, and I feel I should wrap it up quite quickly because I think it's coming on to the hour and a half mark, I think, unless it's already bumped up to 2 hours. I'm not sure. I'm not going to upload this in one go. At least I don't think I am anyway, because, I mean, a half-hour video the other day took 14 hours to upload, so I don't think I'm going to try and upload something this big, at least not till I get my new internet anyway. But, yeah. For any of you guys that make playthroughs yourself or are into video editing or just generally like the sound of my voice, I hope this was interesting to you. I hope it was informative. I hope it helped you out in some way. I know it's pretty quite long and it's not the most interesting thing to look at, but if you're into this like I am, you probably found it's quite fascinating, because I know when I've watched past videos before and stuff like this, I found it very interesting. So I hope you guys got something from this or some sort of enjoyment. And as I say in the start, the only thing I'd ask is, if you are going to do this, make it your own. Don't just copy it word for word, what I have done here with a previously and an intro and stuff like that. Make it your own. Put your own stamp on it. Because right now, if I go out and look on the internet, unless somebody has the exact same brain as me, I can't guarantee, but I'll be shocked if I found someone who had the exact same intro to my playthrough as I have right now, where it has a previously and then it has an actual story mode bit and then a thing. because I know it's like TV, and that's what I was going for. I was trying to make it like a TV episode, but I don't just make it your own. It's very easy when you see an idea to only be able to think of that idea. I sat there for a very long time, and as you saw, if you anyone who watched this playthrough from the very beginning, this intro has changed. Not just this bit here, not just this bit what you're seeing, but I mean originally I had none of this previously or anything like that. When I first started this playthrough, it was just Fallout New Vegas music for about 30 seconds, and then it was just into the thing, and it was a lot different. But if you're making playthroughs, don't be afraid to change it up. Just because you've done it like this for the past 20 episodes doesn't mean it has to stay like that. Don't be wrong, repetition is nice and it keeps people coming back. It tends to be the more you do something the same, as long as you don't do it for too much, it tends to keep people entertained. But don't be afraid to change it up, especially if you're a smaller channel just getting started. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm big, I'm not at all. I've been doing this for a year and I'm only at, I think, about the 160 something subscriber mark, and that doesn't matter to me. I'm as long as people enjoy my videos, I'm happy. But it's especially if you haven't got many subscribers, like me and myself, don't be afraid to change it up, because this is your point. This is the point where you're supposed to be finding yourself, finding what you want to do, finding the sort of stuff you like and how you want to do. I mean, if anyone was to watch the very first video from my channel, you'd see a massive change in the sort of content I bring out, my particular way of doing stuff, and just my general vocal skills. I mean, I look back at some of the first stuff I did, barring the Nazi Zombie Foul Class, which I absolutely love. Some of my very first commentaries I ever did, I cringe listening to them. Absolutely cringe. I've debated several times taking them down, because they're terrible. They are just terrible. They're absolutely terrible. And I'd hate for that be the first thing they find on my channel. But yeah, so don't be afraid to change it up. Change is always good. Even if it doesn't work, you've still learned something. But yeah, as I say, I'd appreciate it if you can take something away from this and this helps. Great, but I appreciate it if you are to do it, make it your own. Don't copy exactly what I've done. Use these tips and these things I've shown you to make your own idea, to make your own thing, to create your own stamp on it, which makes it yours. Because that's what keeps people, in my opinion, what keeps people to your channel. That's what keeps me to other people's channels different. It's entertaining, it's different, and it's their own stamp. If 20 people all make the same sort of stuff, I don't see why I should subscribe to any one of them, because I can easily subscribe to any of the other 19. So if you make it your own stamp, it's what makes you unique. So don't just copy someone's idea. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. But I've been rabbiting on for quite some time now. My tea has gone stout and cold, and it's already looking like it's starting to curdle. So I'm going to go. I need to get a drink. My voice is dying, and I can't seem to stop talking, which I always do when I start getting tired. So I'm going to end this one. I hope this has been informative for you guys, and as always, my name is Captain Dave, and I'll catch you guys later.